Hello, this is Mark Saylor at Saylor's Farm. Today we're going to be planting tomatoes 4 to 6 weeks early. Let's go. One advantage you see right away is the high tunnel, and you don't need the high tunnel, but it'll probably add 1 to 2 weeks of earliness to your crop. And another thing that helps is the black mulch that I'm going to show you here on the ground. It helps warm the ground. Your tomatoes need at least 50 degrees soil temperature. I rolled out some black plastic here, and unfortunately I have to do that all by hand inside the tunnel here. And I'm going to show you how I do that, and then we'll get on to planting tomatoes. Okay, you can see here I got these 2 outside rows completely done, and I'm working on this middle row. I just put a shovel full of dirt on the edges to help hold it where I want it. And then I'll go back down the row here and completely seal the edge up. And this is how I put the plastic down. I just have this roll of plastic here, black mulch, and I have a metal rod that goes through, and I just take this string and I pull it down the row. Of course, the ground's been all worked up here, and I put some fertilizer, just band the fertilizer where the row is going to be instead of fertilizing the whole house. So there'll be in the middle of each of these rows there's a band of fertilizer. And we'll get this edge covered up, and then we'll go from there. So I use my foot to hold the plastic in place, and I just put the shovel underneath the plastic, pull the dirt out, and put it back on top. Okay, we're here in our greenhouse here. Got some what are these? Cucumbers. Got some cucumbers coming up here. Some peppers. More cucumbers. We got some herbs, some lettuce growing here. These are cantaloupes. Of course, we grow some flowers here too. These are all geraniums. We got some peppers. These are some small tomatoes. Got some strawberries. Back behind here we got some lettuce, some mixed lettuce that we grow. And we also got some cucumbers here. These are slicers here, which are going to be going into the high tunnels too here pretty soon. As soon as they get big enough, we can take them out without disturbing the roots too much. And here's our tomatoes, which are growing pretty nice. That's a pretty nice tomato. So those are going to be going into our high tunnel. And we also have some cherry tomatoes right here, this flat here. These ones are these ones are just in the 72 cell tray, and they pull out pretty easy. But instead of me transplanting these into bigger pots, I'm just going to plant them directly in the high tunnel. Save a step. This is my homemade tool. All it is a wedge you get at the hardware store for splitting logs, and we welded a metal handle onto it, and it works pretty good for the 72 cell size and this type of soil. Not sure what kind of soil you have, but this obviously has a lot of clay in it and it pretty much stays open. I also have this bulb setter, and I'll use it for the bigger plants. So there's our plant. We're just going to set it right down in that hole there. We'll come back, put a little bit of dirt on top. These are a little bit dry, so I'll give them a little squirt of water here too. I'm planting these about 18 inches apart. My rafters in my high tunnel are 3 feet, so I can visually use them to help me with my spacing. If I plant one at every rafter, then one in between every rafter, that comes up to 18 inches. Most of the center row planted, and if you're just planting these out in the open, you should harden your plants off, but these came directly out of the greenhouse. That one there looks a little sad, but we got the protection here of the high tunnel, which helps protect them, and then we're putting these water caps on top, so that'll protect them even more.